Kim and Kourtney's Keeping Up fight changed the family reality series forever. In the most recent episode of The Kardashians, Kim Kardashian had a clear agenda in mind. After years of distance between her and her sister Kourtney Kardashian due to their Dolce Vita disagreement in season 4, Kim had a business proposal for her older sister. Her shapewear line schemes collaborated with Dolce & Gabbana, and Kim wanted her sister Kourtney to join her in a photo shoot for the brand crossover to prove the sisters had moved past their argument about the luxury fashion line. It was a great idea to profit from the scandal that arose when prima donna sister Kourtney accused Kim of stealing the look from her wedding in the Chow Kim runway line curated for Dolce in season 4. Kim's reasoning was that it was the perfect time for the sisters to prove they had put the fight in the past and were now closer than ever. The only problem with Kim's scheme is the lie at the center of her premise. It was clear from Kourtney's initial reaction to Kim's invitation that the sisters hadn't resolved the core issues at the heart of their season 4 disagreement, and that's because it goes way deeper than a fashion line. Although Kourtney returned to filming the family reality series even after announcing her retirement, and she agreed to appear in Kim's campaign, it's clear that the sisters' feud remains unresolved, and it has permanently changed the show. The sisters still haven't resolved the issues that caused Kourtney to quit Keeping Up with the Kardashians in 2019, and it changed the course of not only that series, but the Kardashians as well. Kim and Kourtney's season 18 fight on Keeping Up with the Kardashians changed the show. When the sisters were filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians in 2019, tensions were high because of a perceived difference in work ethic among them. In the initial years of Keeping Up, Kourtney's drama with her then-partner, Scott Disick, often took center stage in the family narrative. After years of being dragged into on-camera fights with her irresponsible partner, Kourtney had grown camera-shy and her sisters began to feel the burden of having to pick up the slack when it came to sharing narratives about their scandalous personal lives. When Kim characterized Kourtney's work ethic to Kendall Jenner and Khloe Kardashian as generally not caring about stuff, this sent Kourtney into a rage, initiating the infamous physical altercation between the sisters that led to her briefly quitting the show. Once Kourtney scratched Kim, the gloves came off and the sisters went harder at one another. As Kim expressed in her confessional, she saw red and suddenly needed to prove to her sister that she could not get away with physically assaulting her. Kim claimed to no longer understand who her sister had become, blaming the violence on a perceived shift in personality she felt had occurred in her older sister. The physical fight was a manifestation of the larger fight between the sisters about who controlled the narrative in the series, Kourtney or Kim. According to Kim, Kourtney's clear disdain for filming despite her desire for a paycheck equated to a hypocritical lack of work ethic. For Kourtney, her sister's constant need to point out the difference in their commitment to filming stemmed from a larger issue of Kim prioritizing the series and her image in it over her sister's feelings. This is a misunderstanding that persists in the sisters' relationship to this day. Related. The fallout from Kim and Kourtney's fight about work ethic is still being felt on the family reality series. During the fiery season 4 fight on the Kardashians, when Kourtney called Kim a witch and told her sister that she hated her, the disagreement began when Kim touched on how different Kourtney's personality had become. She said that the family and Kourtney's friends had separate group chats to discuss how much she had changed. The root of this perceived shift in Kourtney's personality is her relationship with Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker, where she now feels she no longer needs her famous family or their reality series. The change on Keeping Up in the Kardashians, where the sisters are now executive producers on a series where they control the final edit, also enabled Kourtney to maintain the boundaries she started to establish with her family in 2019. It appears that Kim doesn't understand the connection between the sisters' fight on Keeping Up and their more recent feud on the Kardashians. Even though the sisters followed through with appearing at the season 6 photo shoot together, it's clear that they are resigned to misunderstanding one another. Kourtney no longer feels the need to convince Kim that her way of scheduling her life is as valid as her sister's breakneck work pace. Kim, on the other hand, is still convinced that she is right, and her older sister just needs to get up and work once in a while. Seeing the sisters fake their way through a photo shoot together for a paycheck doesn't mean these deeply rooted are anywhere close to being resolved. Kim Kardashian has always mastered the art of keeping all eyes on her. With summer soon approaching, the reality TV star launched a new collection of swimwear for her Schemes brand. In a new ad for the collection, which obviously features Kim as its model, she's seen posing rather seductively in animal print and bright color bikinis and one-pieces on a secluded beach. But having bikini-clad photos of herself for her latest Schemes swimwear collection was not enough for the mom of 4. No, Kim needed to take it to the next level with her marketing team displaying a 60-foot installation of the Kardashian star in one of her newest bikinis right in the middle of a busy Times Square. Unfortunately, Kim is facing a bit of backlash for the bikini installation. In fact, some are comparing the enormous balloon to a toy. Kim Kardashian took marketing to a new level when promoting her newest Skims swim collection. On March 4th, the reality star revealed her latest swimwear collection for her shapewear brand that featured both bikinis and one-pieces on Instagram. But her sultry photos weren't enough to get people talking. The following day, Kim and Skims took to Times Square, in New York City, to promote the newest collection with a 60-foot balloon installation that featured Kim wearing a Skims swim bikini. Like her photos, the Kim balloon wears one of her newest bikinis, which is the signature swim triangle bikini top and matching signature swim tanga bikini bottom in the color Tide. The enormous balloon, which sits on a 4-foot deck, sees Kim lying down and covering her face. She wears a Skims silver necklace while she also dons a mauve lip color. In fact, the balloon also showcases Kim's famous curves popping out of her bikini, much like her photo shoot for the newest swim launch, which was photographed in the Bahamas.